ESPN Plus.
Welcome to NFL Primetime, presented by Jameson, the unofficial drink of game day.
Welcome, everybody, to Week 4 of NFL Primetime. The calendar says it's October, and already we're dwindling down to undefeated teams or totally defeated teams, but never totally defeated. From the Toy Story to the set, you're unbelievable. Booger McFarland, Chris Berman, welcome to Primetime. How was that today?
It was excellent, and it sort of feels like fall now that it's October, really, Boom.
Yeah, but you were wearing many hats today. Yeah. We'll show the people what we meant.
Let's do
after
it.
that. Hats, both cartoon and otherwise. Well, look, the Miami Dolphins are the talk of football after 70 points a week ago, after over 700 yards, two of the best totals in the history, 100-plus years of the NFL. And here they are, one of the 3 undefeated teams at 3-0, into Buffalo. Not late in the snow, but on October 1st. Would Miami keep it rolling, or would the Bills circle the wagons? First big game of the year, really, if you think about it, right, Boog? And there it is. Would this be this is as good a sight as you're going to see. Damar Hamlin, we know his story. Suiting up for the first time this year for the Bills, he played 18 special teams play.
One of their core special teams players. Good to see him on the field today.
Awesome to see him on the field. Bills get the ball. They score. Josh Allen, Gabe Davis, 7-0 Buffalo. Miami gets the ball. What do? They score. Devon Achane. We're tied at 7. Bills get the ball for the second time. What do? They score. James Cook, 14-7 Bills.
Yeah, they're making a much better commitment to running the football behind Cook the last 2 weeks.
Now Miami gets the ball for the second time. They score. Achane, he's in there, and we're tied at 14. Bills get the ball for the third time. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, they had trouble covering him all day. Touchdown Buffalo, 5 touchdowns, 3 Buffalo, 2 Miami, 21-14 Bills. 3 minutes left in the half. Allen, you Diggs me now. Down the sideline, illegal contact on Miami, penalty decline. Why wouldn't it be? He could go all the way at 28-14, and Josh Allen says, yeah? What window was closing? Did I hear that? There's no window closed. Next Miami drive, Tua to Raheem Mostert. But Matt Milano, Johnny on the spot, number 58. Bernard had the big game. The middle linebacker pounces on the ball.
Boom, Milano is always around the football, and he was today.
31-14 at the half, but I give Miami credit. They come right back, keep to what they're doing. Tua to Braxton Berrios. They go for 2, don't get it, but 31-20. Now, Bills defense overthrowing. It's Micah Hyde. They didn't have Poyer today, but Micah Hyde back playing great. Big turnover, Bills defense.
Really good job by Micah Hyde. Sitting back in zone defense, reading the quarterback's eyes, big interception.
Now inside the 15, Allen, time, throws, Diggs, touchdown. 3 times they hook up. Bills, 41, Miami 20, but you never know. Still the last minute of the third quarter. Tua, look out. On 4th and 1, they go back to pass, and the Bills defense sacks them.
Down 21, anytime it's a drop-back passing game, boom, you can be there. But then the unfortunate injury to Tre'Davious White looks like it's going to be an Achilles, boom. That's a bad thing.
He's worked so hard to come back and be had a pick last week, and so we'll know for sure on Monday, but still that doesn't look good. But this does if you're a Buffalo fan. Allen takes it himself. He was 21-25. He threw 4 touchdown passes against Mike McDaniel's team. At times, Jim Kelly with 10 4-touchdown pass games for the Buffalo Bills. On this day, they look like the Bills.
Yes.
Buffalo 48, Miami 20, so there are no undefeated teams in the AFC. The Bills hold serve at home, if you will, and 48 points, but defense took Miami from 70 points down to 20. Ed Oliver.
Last week we was playing the Commanders, Washington, and all they could talk about was their defense. This week they talked more so about their defense than our defense. So we just trying to make people talk. We're trying to wake everybody up and make people talk. So we want everybody to know that this defense is for real.
It's also very humbling for a lot of people to be able to have the highest high, and then you lose in a manner like this.
I would be lying if I was pumped about anything from our team today.
You know, I think the National Football League is a very humbling game, and if you're not on your stuff and you're playing a team that is, this will happen.
Well, look, Miami, it's certainly realistic and gracious. You're not going to win all the games. You're not going to score 70 points all the time. I'll repeat what I said in the highlights. I'll let you go here. The Bills look like the Bills' complete offense and defensive game. First really time all year, I think, in the 4.
Yeah, Bowman, it started on defense. Everybody looked at this Miami offense. They put up 70 points. They're the best team in the National Football League. And you heard Ed Oliver talk about the Bills' defense. We wanted to make people talk about us. And they did that today by disrupting the rhythm of the Miami Dolphins offense. Their rhythm offense. It's kind of like a little two-step, Boom. They want to go dun, 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 dun. Well, today, the Bills disrupted that. They didn't let them get in rhythm. They got after the quarterback. And when they got up 3 scores, they took the run game away, and they turned this into a drop-back passing game. Teron Armstead, their left tackle, was gone. They got after the quarterback. They sacked 2 or 4 times. Offensively, you saw what the Bills want to do. The last 2 weeks, they've ran the football very well, Boom. Anytime you can do that, now Josh Allen doesn't have to be the hero. The offense looked efficient. Maybe their most complete performance of the season so far.
It was. And if you're going, anybody's going to beat, and Buffalo's one of the best teams in the NFL, going to beat Miami the way they're playing.
Yes.
Their CFL-style offense. Meaning it seems like everybody's in motion. I don't know how they do it. It's a track team. So, to your point, disrupt them. And then you better be able to score a lot of points to make them start to come from behind. And then you can rush to up the middle a little bit.
Absolutely.
And that was part of them getting
smaller quarterback, get him up the middle, get him off that spot, make him move. And now you disrupt that rhythm we're talking about.
Look, Miami they lost it, but they were in Buffalo without snow. I think 4 of their last 5 games were at home. They can't hold their heads too low.
Yeah.
These 2 teams are obviously really good, along with the Chiefs.
Absolutely.
In the AFC. Now, the AFC North, we figured this division was loaded because Cincinnati is always they're a playoff perennial, even when they start 0-2, which they've done 4 of the last 5 years. They did it this year. They're 1-2 now, and they're in Tennessee, who look dreadful on offense. But guess what? They have defense. Azeez Al-Shire, and look at this. He recovers the ball. Joe Burrow was walloped.
Yeah, they got after Joe Burrow all day. And we've been talking about the calf, the elbow, the shoulder. It's so much going on right now. He took a beating today in Nashville.
Yeah, Al-Shire, and here come the Titans. Meanwhile, look out. Jeffrey Simmons still doing it, Booger.
Aaron Donald, Chris Jones right behind them is Jeffrey Simmons, best defensive tackle in football.
3-3, Tennessee game like they like. Under 8 minutes in the second quarter. Ryan Tannehill, he's looked bad, he's looked good, he's looked bad. Today he looked good to DeAndre Hopkins, 38 yards. Now, Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, 13 yards, Titans. Hey, Titans. 10-3, Tennessee. 3-and-out, Cincy. IJ Spears, it's a fumble, but he picks it up almost like a kickoff, right? When you see a guy do that, it freezes the defense by accident.
Sometimes, Boom, just don't panic. Have patience, redirect. Nice play by Spears.
1st and 10 at the 29. We've seen this. Derrick Henry. And then, get out of my way. I'm a locomotive. 29 yards. Henry, 17-3.
Boom, that's 6'3", 250 pounds running downhill. You try to tackle him.
No, that's your job. After another Bengals punt. Oh, ladies, look at this. Henry's going to throw it. His 3rd touchdown. You know, he's done this before. Josh Weil, it's a 2-yard touchdown. He's having fun.
Boom, he's a man of many talents.
He is. 24-3 Tennessee at the half. Late 3rd, 27-3. Look out, Joe. Travis Gibson hits, fumble. Kevin Byard always around the ball, recovered.
Yeah, Johnny on the spot. And again, I love the rhythm with the little dance here, Boom. Everybody's in rhythm.
You're talking about it? You talked about Miami's 3-step or 2-step, and the Titans were in rhythm on this day. So after losing a bunch of games, and then they won one, then they lost, they win it by the count of 27-3. The big news here, Cincinnati is 1-3. No first-half touchdowns through 4 games for the Cincinnati Bengals. That would be news. Okay, Pittsburgh won a couple in a row. Quieted their fans wondering about the offense. Well, meanwhile, defense, J.J. Watt. Ring of Honor, Houston, why not? Younger brother watching.
3-time Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL, one of the best, first ballot Hall of Famer in a couple years.
And I'll tell you what, his team, Houston, made him look proud today. The C.J. Stroud little dump to Dameon Pierce. Houston played well last week, and they're looking good early this week.
Yeah, methodical game plan. They're playing well, very well, Coach.
Rookie C.J. Stroud to Nico Collins, 7-0 Texans.
Texans?
They are. They're up. They look good. Late first, Kenny Pickett. Looking for Calvin Austin. Oh, that's quite a pick by Steven Nelson.
Really good job going the high point to football at its highest point. Kenny Pickett throwing in the triple coverage, boom. That's unlike him.
And a big return as well. And the Texans, look at the play. That's beautiful.
Yeah, just going to get the ball at its highest point, and then the wherewithal to get up off the ground and gain a few yards for your offense.
16-0 at half, Houston. Minute to go in the third quarter, 16-6 Houston, 4th and 1. Pickett. Jonathan Greener, a 9-yard loss on the sack. Pickett hurt on the play, limped off. We saw Trubisky finish up for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they got out to Kenny Pickett all day. This offense hasn't looked in sync all season long. Offensive coordinator Matt Canada has to do a better job of getting these quarterbacks ready to play.
Now fourth quarter, same score. Devin Singletary. You think Henry's the only one that can throw a what? Devin Singletary, I'm going to run it. No, I'm going to throw it. Dalton Schultz, he knows something. It's a touchdown, and the Texans lead 23-6. Next Houston possession, Stroud. Look at the pocket. Oh, that's a pass to Collins. 52 yards, he's in there. Another strong game for the rookie. And DeMeco Ryans, teammate for so many years at J.J. Watt. Hey, my man, we can play defense.
Yeah.
Our youngster, we can play offense, and they win this thing going away 30-6.
Very well coached football team, and of all the rookie quarterbacks, Bryce Young was the first pick. C.J. Stroud has looked the best.
So since he lost, the Pittsburgh loss, falling to 2-2. At the top of the division, the Ravens at the Browns, except he couldn't go. His shoulder was hurt last week. No one really knew it. He tried in pregame. So Deshaun Watson out, the rookie from UCLA, Dorian Thompson-Robinson is in. But guess what? Welcome to the NFL. Arthur Mole deflects it. Brandon Stevens picks it off. Baltimore playing defense, and you know that defense knowing a guy making his first start, you can't wait to get after him, right, Booger?
You smell blood in the water, boom. Tips and overthrows, we got to get those as a defense.
Very next play, Ravens. Lamar Jackson. Well, he can do this. And look at the hole up the middle. The center was back. Baltimore, look, they don't make excuses on injuries. They just plow ahead. 7-0 Baltimore. Second quarter, 7-3. Lamar. Oh, he's got Mark Andrews. He sheds one. I'm going to move here. And 36 yards. First down, Baltimore. Now, second and goal. Jackson. Yeah, I want to still do that.
It's amazing as they get closer to that goal line. This offense looks very similar to last year.
Well, running
the football with Lamar.
That's pretty good. Feeling pressure. Lamar, late in the first half, last minute, has all day. No, I said has all Zay. Zay Flowers, 43 yards. Another first down, Baltimore. Jackson. Off the back foot. Whoa! Andrews goes up and gets it against two defenders.
Anytime you're in the red zone, boom, throw it high, allow your guy to go up and get it. Maybe the best throw Lamar Jackson has ever made.
And 21-3, and you know that Cleveland's going to be offensively challenged on this day. Thompson Robinson looking for, I don't know. That was Geno Stone for Baltimore that takes it all the way back to the Cleveland 38. Ravens obviously fired up. Deshaun, hopefully he'll be back out there next year. At least the Browns fans are thinking. Then meanwhile, Lamar to Andrews. Yeah, this has worked through the years, and it's still working. Whoever, Monken, Roman, I can name about 8 offensive coordinators, it still works.
Lamar, throw it to Andrews, whoever's calling the play.
And Lamar happy they should be. It's the Ravens, who now they are 3-1 as they win at Cleveland. Admittedly, a little different offensive squad for the Browns on this day, but a win is a win is a win, and this is a big one. 28-3, Lamar Jackson and company.
I feel like we left points on the board. Every week we've been playing, I feel like we've been leaving points on the board by a little miscommunication, a little mishaps, but we just need to keep focusing and keep getting better. But I feel like we got the dub, so we played pretty good.
We're a 2-2 football team. Going to use this bye to take a deep breath as a team and get ready for the long haul. But obviously disappointed with how today went.
Look, a long way to go, but just big picture, schedule-wise. We talked about it earlier this year. Baltimore's won at Cincy. They won at Cleveland. Next week, they're at Pittsburgh. I'm not supposing a win, but if so, in your pocket, potentially, Ravens, 3 road wins in the division. This was easier than they thought, but hey, they allowed only 3, and they scored. Lamar didn't look great, but 28 points.
Didn't look great, but the defense played well, which you expect against a rookie quarterback in DTR. But I just love that they're starting to find who they are, especially inside the 20.
Right.
You got to be able to score touchdowns and not field goals. And they're going back to that Lamar run game, design run game, making sure he runs the football. I love what they do, Boom. And conversely, Boom, I'm concerned about Cincinnati. They don't look the same, Boom.
No.
I mean, we can talk about the Burrow injury. We can talk about a lot of different things. The offensive line is not blocking. The defense is not rallying. They look like they got no fight. And for a team that has so many expectations, that's very concerning. And it's almost like they had this woe is me feeling. Our quarterback is hurt, the sky is falling, and now we're 1-3. And that's a bad place to be.
Yeah, 1-3 doesn't eliminate, but it's a bad looking 1-3.
Yeah, doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. The line, they thought they shorted. They did last year. Turn the page to October. I know it's October 1st. That's what they're hoping. So Baltimore, like I said, full steam ahead for the Ravens. Now, so the AFC's without an undefeated team. There are only 2 left. San Francisco and Philadelphia. So here we go. The 49ers, after Thursday win at a rest, they're at home against Arizona, just knocked off Dallas. So San Francisco was ready. Brock Purdy, 8-0 as a regular season starter. That's Christian McCaffrey. So I'm Kyle Shanahan. We've talked about it. Okay, I'm in the lab again. What am I stirring up with McCaffrey? Well, that's kind of a basic between the guard and the tackle touchdown.
And it's really simple, Boom. If you're Brock Purdy, distribute the football and get it to McCaffrey.
13 straight games with a touchdown franchise record, passing somebody named Jerry Rice. McCaffrey hurdling Kentrell Clark in the end zone for another 6. What? Look at him.
Boom, I hadn't hurdled like that since high school.
You did that. I hurt myself doing that. 14-0. Purdy to Brandon Ayuk. Oh, the Niners, they got a lot of weapons. You just don't know which part of the Toy Story they're going to use. The 49ers moving the ball. Purdy to McCaffrey for the touchdown. And 3 touchdowns from scrimmage in the first half. 21-3. He'd never done that before.
No.
All right, the Cardinals. You know, they've had a nice start to their season. Josh Dobbs to Michael Wilson. Failed 2-point conversion. They've made it a game, 21-16. But Purdy, pretty good. To Ayuk, 34 yards into Arizona territory. Early 4th now, same drive. Down to the 2. I wonder who's going to get it. I don't. Hey, McCaffrey.
Man, just give it to him. Let him score more touchdowns.
Not first player to score 4 touchdowns against the Cardinals in about 15 years. And so Ayuk, see, it's Deebo, it's Ayuk. They're just different weapons. They've got, obviously, Kittle. Purdy says, you know what, McCaffrey, take a break. Let me go in for the touchdown. Purdy threw for close to 300. Christian ran for 106, caught for 71. And the Niners, they are 4-0. They beat a Cardinal team that upset Dallas a week ago by the count of 35-16. 7 straight games. San Francisco scored 30 or more, tying a team record from 1948. I wasn't born yet. Stop it.
I mean, you were close.
I was close, but I wasn't born yet. The Eagles, the only other undefeated team, but you know, they were 8-0 last year, and Washington came in and gave them their first loss. So you would think Jalen Hurts and company would be ready to go, but Hurts sleeping with the enemy. The offensive coordinator for Ron Rivera, look at this play. Didn't dial it up this way. Robinson at the ball. McLaurin recovers it. 17-7 Washington in Philly.
Sometimes, Boom, it's better to be lucky than good, and the Commanders were lucky here.
Well, but they were taking it to them, right? And then, right at the end of the half, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith. Really? It sets up a field goal, but what?
Just a great catch by the Slim Reaper. Go up, high point the ball, and boom, the body control to come down and not fumble.
17-10. Yeah, Eagles fans of all ages are fired up. Down 17-13, third quarter midway. Hurts, A.J. Brown had a huge game. Cuts through the middle. He's going to, no, I'm going to go this way. Which way did he go? That way. Touchdown. Eagles get a 2-point conversion. They lead 21-17. Brown 9 for 175. Fourth quarter, 24-17. Sam Thurston B. Howell going for the first down, but a late hit on the Eagles gives Washington the first down.
Yeah, as you can see, that left foot's out of bounds. Then he got hit 15 yards. 2nd and 1, Commanders, red zone. Brian Robinson Jr. Hey, I'm not giving up the ball. I want the touchdown this time. 15 yards. We're tied at 24. 3 minutes to go. Less than that. 2nd and 4, Philly. Hurts. Brown. Hurts so good. 28 yards. 31-24 Philly. They're going to win, but the enemies are not so fast. 40 seconds to go on 4th and 2. Midfield. Howell. Going to complete it to Diami Brown. Here come the Commanders. 2 seconds left. Got to score. Howell. Jahan Dotson between 2 Eagles. It's a really good job there. Pushing off Dotson, didn't get it, didn't call that. And Sam Howell throwing a dime, boom. Ron Rivera, Riverboat Ron, kicks it to tie it, didn't go for 2. We'll talk about it later on. Commanders get the ball first in overtime to Terry McLaurin. A nice pass, but called incomplete. Close. Yeah, boom, it was close. 1 foot down, but that left toe, he needed a size 10.5 instead of a 12. Missed it by that much, as Maxwell Smart used to say. Now Hurts, DeAndre Swift. It's a swift turn. It's 11 yards. Eagles getting close to field goal range. Jake Elliott, one of the best. 3rd and 17. Let's get into range. Hurts to Smith, 9 yards. He's kicked a few already on the day. Elliott, 54 yards. The kick is long enough, high enough. It's good. Good. The Eagles are 4-0. Remember, they were the last undefeated team last year. Washington, very game after getting skunked last week by the Buffalo Bills week to week. It's almost hard to figure out a lot of these teams, but you can figure that Philadelphia is the team that's 4-0. So they and San Francisco are the only 2 left with the cork in the champagne for those 72 Dolphins. Meanwhile, Ron Rivera asked afterwards, if you had to do it again, would you go for 2 or would you kick like you did?
They were gassed. They really were. I mean, it was a long-ass drive. They were hurrying. They're hustling. I really thought, we had the chance. There's no moral victories, but we're going to learn from it, and I think this is going to help us going forward. I mean, you saw us. We played a very good team out there, and we have a chance. But let's start winning.
That pressure builds a ton of character. When you put yourselves in those positions, it's just about how you respond. And that'll pay dividends for us in the future.
The 4-0 stuff, that means nothing. Nobody is walking around like, ooh, we 4-0. That's not it.
Well, look, this is me personally. I don't have a problem with them kicking. I understand. You're a big underdog. You have a chance to knock them off, but I can't fault one way or the other.
I don't have a problem with him not kicking, but his reason was we were gassed. Well, you know who else was gassed? The defense was gassed too. Right. And when you're the underdog on the road, boom, you got the momentum. You just score. It's something about getting that because usually the longer you play, the better team wins.
They like Howell. Sometimes, he was harried last week, but he threw for almost 300. He ran for 40. He's interesting, and he's not started very many games here.
He's just good enough to have you intrigued. Yeah. You don't know what you have, but you want to see more, and I think that's where they are right now. And boom, when you look on the other side, how about the show that A.J. Brown put on today? I mean, Jalen Hurts' numbers are going to look flashy, but A.J. Brown put on the show. He was outstanding, 175 yards receiving. That was the day, and that propelled the Eagles' offense over the top because it was kind of a sluggish day for them all around, but Brown bailed them out.
It was. And back to San Francisco for a minute. They look like they're rolling. Playing Dallas next week. A lot of memories, and maybe this is going to be one of those games played up here.
For the NFC supremacy. I think that's what this battle is for.
It's one of the big ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Miami, Buffalo, right? Yeah. Well, so now we had an overtime game. Let's do another one. Rams, Colts. Colts are going to win 3 in a row. Colts? Real Colts? Anthony Richardson back. Minshew won. They played a game and a half. They're winning. Matthew Stafford to Puka Shell Nakua and Aloha. tips the ball, and makes the catch himself.
Those are just great ball skills. The ball's a little too high. I'll tip it, I'll run under it, and I'll make the catch.
More on him in a moment. Nacua. Kyron Williams takes a hand up in the Rams lead at Indy. They're having trouble winning at home. They're winning elsewhere. They lead 7-0. Now it's 23-0. We got there very quickly. Third quarter, Richardson, Mo Ali Cox. But they're down 23 points. I mean, he's just a rookie starter. Well, they get on the board with a 35-yard touchdown, 23-6. Go for 2. Uh-oh, I got Aaron Donald. Let me escape number 99 and throw it. He does to Zach Moss, 23-8.
Anytime you have a mobile quarterback that's athletic, he can do that.
Early fourth, 23-8 still. Richardson. Got a strong arm puller.
Yeah.
Alec Pierce, huh?
I mean, just a flick of the wrist and threw it 50 yards.
Strong arm. Unnecessary roughness called. Adds 15 more yards. Richardson, well, he can do that. He's also fast.
Yes, and anytime the quarterback runs, he's unaccounted for the defense. Offense has the advantage.
All of a sudden, we got a one-score game, 23-15. 4th and 4, Colts at the Rams 21. Richardson to Kylan grandson. I get to mention my grandson, Kit. Kit, you're on TV again. We're down to the 4. A few plays later, 3rd and goal. Richardson. Drew Ogletree, 5 yards. Colts cut it to 23-21. They're going to go for 2 to tie the game. A lot of action. Pittman's open. 2-point conversion. We go to overtime. Rams win toss. Matthew Stafford limping. Refused to come out. To Nacua between the Colts defenders for a 20-yard gain. 2nd and 8, Rams own 47. Stafford looking one way. Shuffling. Dumps it. Williams, 13 yards. Into Colts territory. 3rd and 4. The 22. Stafford. Nacua. Oh, those are some nifty moves. The Rams score the touchdown. The Colts, who are hot, obviously, offensively, never get a chance. The Rams win 29-23 for Nacua. Any player starting the first 4 games of the season, he's caught 39 for 501. I know they didn't throw it like that in yesteryear, but that's the most anybody has ever done. You never even knew about him a month ago, Puka Nacua.
He's playing outstanding, but Matthew Stafford is balling right now. Boom. He's throwing the football the best he's ever thrown it, and he's being a warrior, showing a lot of resiliency, even through injuries.
With a warrior his entire career. And so the Rams and Colts are both 2-2. Chargers finally got off the schneid last week. No Eckler again. Missing a few players. Obviously, we saw Mike Williams got hurt badly last week. But Justin Herbert says, don't forget, for a big fella, I can run. They're in Las Vegas against the rival Raiders. 7-0 Chargers. Khalil Mack, once upon a time a force. He said, what do you mean once upon a time? How about today? The rookie quarterback Aiden O'Connell from Purdue had to start for the injured Garoppolo. Mack forced it. Austin Johnson jumps on it. And then Herbert 24-7 Chargers at the half. But don't leave the game assured of anything if you got the Chargers. They're the most fun team to watch. You never know. They're the little girl with the curl. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. But that's not the most important part of the play. Look at Herbert take on 2 defenders, and then what?
Yeah, boom. Anytime the quarterback throws a pick, he has the defenders, we're going after the quarterback. It's the one time we get to hit him.
Yeah, you love, well, not to necessarily hit anybody, right? With a head of steam, he goes into the 10th. Early 4th quarter, Khalil Mack didn't have 1, didn't have 2, didn't have 3, didn't have 4, didn't have 5. He had 6 sacks. My goodness, his salad days, they're back. Breaking the Chargers record held by Leslie O'Neal. Meanwhile, Josh Jacobs punches it in after a Chargers punt, 24-17. We got a game. Herbert in the game with his left-hand wrap, scrambling short of the first down. You know they're going to go for it on their own, 35? And naturally, they don't get it.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks in a row this coach has gone for it in his own territory. Would the defense bail him out again, boom?
Oh, so now Raiders ball, under 3 to go in the 4th. O'Connell. Devontae Adams inside the 5. They're going to come from behind. But O'Connell, he's going to no! Like that, Asante Samuel Jr. What a big play. Like last week for the Chargers defense, Josh McDaniels said, really? And then, how about this on 3rd and 10 from the shadow of your goalpost? Herbert to Joshua Palmer. Clutch play defense, clutch play offense. And the Chargers, 2-2 to the chagrin of Josh McDaniels. And the Raiders fall to 1-3. Chargers 2-2 going into a bye. We hope to have Eckler back. And the Chargers, you know, no matter, they have a lot of lives. They're the most fun team to watch.
They are, because their coach makes some decisions that I don't know if me and you would make.
And we are going to show you the sack right here, are we not? Khalil Mack with 6. The NFL record is 7 by the late, great Hall of Famer, Derek Thomas. Okay, now, Patriots at the Cowboys. Patriots beat the Jets, but Dallas is another story. Zeke, he's back. Is he going to go to the teacup?
The time to ring the Salvation Army bell.
We still love you, but not today. And apparently the Swami was in the crowd or whatever because they were accurate. Christian Gonzalez stays down. The great-looking first-round draft pick, the cornerback, hurt tackling Tony Pollard.
Yeah, you don't like to see that, especially when the head and neck is involved. Boom. Let's hope he's okay.
Let's hope so. He would not return. Next play, Dallas from the 20. Dak, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Lamb. It's a nursery rhyme. He catches it. They go right after Bryant, the replacement for Gonzalez. 10-3 Cowboys. Early second, Mac Jones. Look out, Mac. Dante Fowler Jr. knocks it loose. Leighton Vander Esch scoops, scores. Dallas defense at it again.
The Cowboy defense looking like the Cowboy defense. The pursuit by Fowler from the backside and then the scoop and score by Vander Esch. Coordinator Dan Quinn has got to be happy with that.
Oh, yeah, his defense, 16-3. Extra point, Brian Anger fakes it to Chauncey Golston. Oh, the Cowboys are having fun.
Talk about rubbing salt in the wound.
Well, no, they didn't know how wounded yet. Patriots down 21-3. Jones looking for Kendrick Bourne. Oh, no. Deron Bland. Nothing bland about this play. He's gone. That was a telegraph from the old days.
Boom, you don't roll right and throw it all the way back across the field to the left. Look at Bill. He knows it. Matt can't make that play.
28-3 at the half. Bill, any of his coach teams, regular or playoffs, never been down 28-3 at the half before. Under 12. Uh-oh. Bland! My goodness! So Jones bench. Bailey Zappi comes in, but it was not Zappi hour for the Patriots because this was a lost cause. You know, they have played, you know, Dallas. They played Philadelphia. They played Miami. That's 3 of the heavy metal. Once they get behind by a touchdown or 2, they don't, not against a team like this. And Dallas's defense, hello.
Well, Dallas's defense, other than the game against Arizona, boom, they've been one of the best units in football all season. This was more like the Cowboy defense. Michael Parsons getting after the quarterback, creating turnovers, scoring touchdowns. When they can do this, now they take all the pressure off the quarterback. He doesn't have to be Superman. The offense doesn't have to go out and score 40 points. This is more indicative of who we think the Cowboys are.
Right.
Not last week in Arizona, but those other 3 performances, they look like one of the hierarchy in the NFC.
Well, as we said, they're playing San Francisco. That will be a game worth watching.
Yes.
We, you know, it's not going to determine anything quite yet, but just like Buffalo, like you start to circle a few games,
exactly.
Just go to work on them. All right, we had the undefeated teams, right? We had the O Bowls, the 4-0-3s. They're all playing each other. How perfect! Broncos at Bears, who've lost 13 in a row. 7-0 Denver. Soldier Field. Justin Fields. DJ Moore. Bears? Bears?
They've been waiting, Boom, waiting on that connection. Fields to Moore.
7-7 to Cole won first week. Command. Bears? They lead 14-7. Oh, tricky Bears. Fields, equanimous St. Brown. You know this play is going to be equanimous when you do this.
Yeah, boom. Tip it. Do you get 2 feet down? There's one. Drag your right toe 2 feet down.
Nice. Damn, rolling right. This is fun. Football's supposed to be fun. Commit. Touchdown. Chicago lead 21-7. Denver, really? You gave up 70 last week, but now you're favored on the road against a team that has lost 13 in a row. Fields? Yeah. Khalil Herbert. Bears in a laugher for Ryan Poles and the Brain Trust, 28-7. But that's why they play 60 minutes. Russell Wilson. Brandon Johnson, 28-14. No problem.
No problem.
Fourth quarter, Sean Payton, I have a problem. I don't like these sleeves. Can we cut these off? Not Belichickian, but
why not get a sleeveless shirt? I don't know.
Yay. Wilson over the middle of Cortland Sutton, no matter how the sleeve. Hey, he's got short sleeves, 28-21. Nick Bonito with the sack. Jonathan Cooper. You know how many wins Denver had going in? The number of his jersey, 0. But they want 1. Like Fields, would either of these teams go from 0 to 1? Here come the Bears, 4th and 1. Oh, Denver's defense all of a sudden, great.
Showed up.
Wilson to their top draft pick, 2nd round, Marvin Mims Jr. Mims the word for a 48-yard pickup. Then Denver in field goal range. Will Lutz brought over by Sean from the Saints, paid him ransom from 51 yards. Good by Lutz. 31-28, Denver coming from behind, but you cannot give the Bears close to 2 minutes with the football. You just can't. Well, maybe you can. Kareem Jackson, Tom's second cousin. The Bears showed life, but they didn't show a win. And the Broncos get off the schneid. Come from way behind and they win 31-3.
Yeah, and the quarterback, Justin Fields, played well today, Boom, but the pick at the end is going to mar an otherwise good day.
Yep, it now. 0-3 Vikings and 0-3 Panthers who get Bryce Young back. Dalton, they played well last week at Seattle till the fourth quarter, but they want to see the youngsters. Kirk Cousins, Vikings. Their turnovers have been ridiculous this year. I said their turnovers have been ridiculous this year. Sam Franklin Jr. with the pick. Give Kirk credit. But here you get to run 80 yards for a block.
Yeah, Boom, you got to dive. If you're Kirk Cousins, first of all, don't throw the pick. Second of all, you're not going to make that tackle. Just dive early and get it over with. But I love the effort. Go, Kirk, just to get ran over.
Oh, Deshaun Jameson with the hit. Good effort, Kirk. We're not making fun of that at all. But all 99 yards, 7-0 Panthers. Cousins, Justin Jefferson, 22-yard reception now. Well, we know about this duo. 3rd and 1 at the 4. Little play action. Flushed out. Good throw on the run to Jefferson. Moving on up. Vikings trail 10-7.
Yeah, that's what they like to see. Jefferson doing the gritty.
Now 13-7 Panthers. Young. Oh, Harrison Smith. He's still doing it. DJ Wanham picks it up. You know what I want him? I want him to win the game. That's what he's saying. First defensive touchdown for the Vikings since like November last year.
How about the veteran Harrison Smith? Talk about a day, Boom. Led the team in tackles, the sack, caused fumble, and the touchdown by Wanham.
Now, Panthers jump off sides, free play, Cousins, Jefferson. That's what I call cashing in a free lottery ticket. 30-yard touchdown, 21-13 Vikings. Young, DJ Chark. There's a Chark in the water. Careful, 18 yards. Down in the red zone. Did we say Harrison Smith still doing it?
Yes.
Bang, number 22. Big sack of 9 yards. Now it's 4th and goal. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 21-13. It's Harrison Smith again.
Boom, he was everywhere. Blitz coming off the edge, and Bryce Young, rookie quarterback, didn't feel the pressure coming from his blind side. Big play by Harrison Smith.
So the Vikings, playoff team last year, they get off the schneid, and the Panthers and Bears. They just had #1 draft pick trades last year. Here we are. It's a long way to go to that. Meanwhile, at the other end of an interesting division, the NFC South.
That's a good word for it. Interesting.
Interesting. Derek Carr is indeed playing. We weren't sure about the shoulder. Here comes Tampa Bay. And you know who's playing solid football for what they have? It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's Baker to Mike Evans.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield is finding his playmakers and getting them the football.
Mayfield steps up, evades the rush to Kate Arden. And the Bucs lead 7-3 in New Orleans. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Mayfield to Evans, but don't like to see this. On the sidelines, hopefully okay. Mayfield, Chris Godwin, but Isaac Yiadom. He makes the Saints do have defense, no question. The Saints with the ball. But instead of running out the clock nicely, Adam Prentice, oh no! It's a fumble right before half, and Antoine Winfield is there. Another big play by him, and so with the gift, Mayfield to Trey Palmer. That's a beautiful play. 14-3 at the half.
Palmer did it all preseason. Boom. Nice to see it during the regular season.
For the second half, Evans back on the field, on the exercise bike, but hamstring injury out, rest of game. 17-9, late fourth, Mayfield to Chris Godwin. You know, they had their hands full with Philly on Monday night, but other than that, the Bucs have been in it and had a chance to win all of them. 8 for 114 for Godwin. Now Baker, how about the time that he has here? What a job by the O-line. And then it's Devin Tompkins. His feet were in when he caught it. Ball was over when he hit. Touchdown.
Really good job by the offensive line, giving Baker all day. What a throw and a catch by Tompkins.
And a quiet day for Kamara, who's back for the first time after the 3-game suspension. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 26-9. I don't fault them in trying to make something happen. Jameis came in late. Naturally, there was an interception.
Yeah, the Bucs are playing really good football, led by their defense. They have a veteran defense, while they have Baker and some of those young guys on offense gelling together, playing well right now.
And I don't want to say it's a different sort of boogermobile that we had back. We did. London get first of 5 games abroad this year. First one in London of the season. And the Werewolves of London, they're always home. At least one. They're going to play 2 in a row there. The Jacksonville Jaguars, that's at Wembley Stadium. British must wonder, what are these guys doing? Well, Trevor Lawrence scrambling. 22 yards. You know, they haven't looked great offensively.
Exactly.
Yet.
We've been waiting on them.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley, one time a Falcon, now Jacksonville. He's open, 30-yard touchdown, and here's the Toy Store. Andy's here, huh?
Yeah, anytime Andy's there, the toys go to sleep. Boom, they don't want to be alive when Andy's around.
Oh, it's 7-0 Jags. Now it's 10-0. Desmond Knight Ritter, Josh Allen. He was busy. He was 5 touchdowns in Buffalo, 4 they threw a ramp for. He had 3 sacks. Falcons punt the ball. And then, they have the ball. Ritter sacked. Then Ritter picked up by Darius Williams. Could go all the way. A pick 6 at 17-0. And then on ESPN Plus, well, you can explain. We had the teams coming on, and then we had a heck of a halftime show, right?
Yeah, Duke Kaboom, the Daredevil. Just notice how high he's getting, Boom. He was performing at halftime, and he entertained all the kids across the world.
Well, that's great. Plus, having fun, right? Duke Kaboom. And then 7th. Who's that on the right?
A nice felt
That's a
guy.
nice felt cartoon. I ought to sign up for this. Bijan Robinson, will you handle this? Look at Bijan Robinson in the Toy Story edition on ESPN Plus.
Boom! It was amazing. They were able to turn the actual game into the Toy Story characters inside Andy's room, and there I am demonstrating a pass rush move on Drew Carter, who's the play-by-play guy, and then I gave him a little sack dance. Boom! You remember that one? He wanted me to get my hand up. You know we don't help quarterbacks up, Boom.
No.
You don't do that.
Yeah, sportsmanship you could show a little bit, especially it's a kid's show. And, yeah, it's a fumble. I don't know if they yelled it like that. By the way, the touchdown was by London in London. That's Josh Allen who made this.
He had 3 sacks on the day. Josh Allen had an outstanding day.
Very busy day. He was in Buffalo. He was in London. I mean, the guy was both sides.
A lot of frequent flyer miles for him.
Oh, my goodness. And the Jags, the real Jags, the cartoon Jags, they even their mark at 2-2. They'll stay in London all week now. They're going to party with the Ryder Cup team of Europe. Careful. But they host Buffalo next week over there and the Falcons. So both of these teams are 2-2. Wow, what a whirlwind day for you. I mean, how was it with all of your new toys that you were able to do?
It was fun, Boom. Started early, had to put on the motion capture suit, put on a lot of little knobs on the suit, and then it was fun putting the helmet on because they use an iPhone to get your facial features and all that. And then all of a sudden, Boog became a cartoon character.
And you look good.
I look nice and sleek.
Felt sleek, looked like you could rush the passer from an outside linebacker spot in addition to on the line.
Absolutely. It was a very fun day. More importantly, I think we made a lot of kids happy across America today.
Hey, if that helped make, like, Once Upon a Time, this show, not for the same reason. Hey, you made us a football fan. We don't watch all day. We like your show.
Absolutely.
Anything that makes somebody a football fan that we're fans of. And now we're fans of some of the football players and what they did in week 4. Who's your game ball?
Well, Boom, you know, anytime you have a day of multiple sacks, you're going to get on my radar. But when you get 6 sacks, Boom, you got to get my game ball. Khalil Mack. There had been rumblings that Khalil Mack was not the player that he used to be. Khalil Mack said, you know what? I'll show you. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 sacks, Boom. He was outstanding, reminding you of the Khalil Mack, not from Buffalo, but from the Oakland Raiders of yonder year. He was absolutely outstanding all day long, Boom.
He would, and we told you this earlier in the show, but only the late, great Hall of Famer Derek Thomas with 7, the NFL record. You know, they didn't keep them officially since '82, but that's still 40 years. Khalil on there, and there's Derek again. Hall of Famer Fred Dean. You see OC with the Giants. You're on that list, you've done something.
That's a very hollow list because, Boom, guess what? It's a rare day when you get multiple sacks. It's an extremely rare day when you get 6 or 7 sacks.
Now, hats off to him and the Chargers, even their mark. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills in the first big game of the season, they outscored Miami. They scored almost 50 points. Josh Allen threw for 4, ran for 1. His namesake had 3 sacks in London. He was just a very busy guy. If you think of everything that Josh Allen did on this day, and a win the Bill, I don't want to say they needed to have in week 4, but okay. Now, they and Miami are both 3-1, and you know, it'll be a long way to that division. It's decided between those two, and it will be fun. I mean, those 2 teams and the Chiefs, we said it earlier in the show, the AFC teams.
Boom, isn't it amazing? We were ready to crown Miami as the best team. They scored 70 last week. Today, Buffalo hangs almost 50 on them. It's amazing what momentum and what 7 days will bring us.
Yeah, and October, we got a long way to go. As we said, Miami, a lot of their games at home late in the year.
Yes.
So, look, they beat the Bills once last year, and the playoff game was tight.
Exactly,
in the cold. This is the biggest margin win for Buffalo lately. But it's not going to prove anything when they play later in the year. That was fun, though. It was fun. That first half.
5 for 5 touchdowns to start the game.
Don't go out to the fridge and get something. You might miss something. Meanwhile, we have Sunday Night Football. We said Buffalo, Miami. Oh, yeah, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs at New York to play the Jets Jets. Scott Van Pelt on the highlights. Scotty?
Boomer, thank you very much. The Jets were struggling. No Aaron Rodgers. You thought that maybe this would be an easy game for Kansas City. Well, Aaron Rodgers was in the building, and so too, as you undoubtedly know, Taylor Swift. They're cheering on number 87 in red, and actually the whole team. Isaiah Pacheco, who played at Rutgers. I must admit, I don't remember him running with such furious anger when he was at Rutgers. Pacheco, 20 for 115, and Taylor Swift and all the Chiefs fans loving it. It appeared at this point that it was going to be a laugher. Mahomes hits Noah Gray, his 200th career touchdown pass in just his 84th career game. He's the fastest to 200 touchdowns in NFL history, 17-0 road team. But then give the Jets credit. They found some solid footing, and they come fighting back. Mahomes here, what is that? That's just a bizarre throw from the best in the game. Ashton Davis with the pick. And then Zach Wilson has time. Give the Jets O-line some credit. They've not been great this year, but they give him a clean pocket. He finds C.J. Uzomah, and it's 17-12. Opening drive of the third. Jets down 8. 3rd and 8. Felt like this was as good a throw as he made. Doesn't have a lot of room. That's a tight window, but he finds Allen Lazard. Rodgers and team owner Woody Johnson loving that. They go for 2. They get it. They tie the game at 20. Kansas City takes the lead with a field goal. Jets in Kansas City territory, but this was critical. Wilson fumbles. Treshaun Wharton was bringing the pressure, and he falls on it. And from there, it's just vintage Chiefs. the most infuriating team I have to believe in the world to play against because of this. It's 3rd and 22, and you can't get that man off the field. There's a flag. It's in the secondary, so you know it's against the Jets. So you tack on 5 more. Huge first down. But then they go backwards from there. All right, now it's 3rd and 20. Can you get the guy off the field? Well, as a matter of fact, they pick him for the 3rd time. That's Michael Carter II. However, Sauce Gardner gets called for a penalty here on Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Gardner and Saleh can't believe it. That continues the drive for the Chiefs. And this is textbook. 3rd down and 1. Kelsey takes the direct snap, hands to Jerick McKinnon. Now they can bleed more clock. Jets are now out of timeouts. Can you get him off the field on 3rd and 8? Here goes Mahomes. Does he want to score? No. He knows if I slide down here getting the first down inbounds, we can take knees and end the game. That's exactly what he does. The game, however, does not end before Saleh gets his money's worth, continuing to express his frustration over that holding call that would have gotten his team the ball back. Unsportsmanlike, but the Chiefs have just taken knees so they can get out of Dodge with their 3rd victory of the year, and they do just that. Saleh said afterwards to Wilson, if he plays like that, we're going to win plenty of football games. You see those numbers, 245 and 2 touchdowns, actually better numbers than Patrick Mahomes. But Pacheco, again, who played at Rutgers, comes back to New Jersey and shows out in a big way. They hit the road to take on Minnesota next week. The Jets head to Mile High to take on the Broncos.
All right, fellas, thank you very much. And we've reached the point of the season already where a few teams have a bye. As a player, as a rule, you don't want it this early, do you?
No, you want the bye a little later, kind of somewhere near the middle. But some of those teams, boom, I think they need the bye that's going to have it.
Well, Cleveland's a bye. The quarterback was hurting, didn't start, as you know. The Chargers kind of pulled themselves by the boot heel. Seattle, Tampa Bay, 3-1, maybe receiver. Maybe he,
Yeah, he kind of get the hamstring healthy a little bit.
Let's see what happens. But whoever's playing will be here on NFL Primetime to show you what happened. Hope you had as much fun watching as we did doing it. For all of us here at NFL Primetime, from Booker, I'm Boomer. Have a great week. See you next week.